My name is Project BEXX. I am an electronic music producer, vocalist, DJ, but also a social worker, and I work in mental health as well. So best of both worlds. I'm from Perth, Boolaloo. Mental health is, I believe, the most important thing in human existence. You know, the medical system is so good now, we're living way longer, our health, physical health is getting better, but our mental health is just like not being addressed at all. And still, it like takes lives, the quality of life is, you know, so much worse for people with mental health issues. So it really is just like the pivotal foundation of having a good life is good mental health. And there's just so many obstacles and barriers to that with social media, with substance use, with poverty, with everything going on. So mental health is, I'm extremely passionate about it, and I think it is like the key to having a good life. My own mental health has been a huge journey. So I'm constantly finding new things that work for me. Physical exercise is huge, and just like getting out and moving your body in like a fun way. So even if I'll just be like that for like 2 seconds, just do it joyfully. Creating, which I think as musicians sometimes hard because it's your job, but I like paint, or I direct theatre shows, or I like make little tiny clay figurines. Moving your body physically and then creating, feeling like, yeah, you kind of have a purpose for that day. That whole like act, belong, commit is everything that I'm saying, but just probably said better. To feel like you're a part of a community, whether that be like your family, your creative community, you know, connect with them. For my own mental health, I'll call my family, or I'll like go to my band practice and feel like that kind of sense of community. Yeah, just going out in nature is my other one. Heal from nature, get some sun, and just, yeah, that's a big one for me. A huge part, especially nowadays, is like disconnection. So people are just on their phones, or they don't feel connected to others around them, and we're naturally like social beings. So if you're not kind of a part of a community, like a religious community or a sporting community, it can be like very isolating. But music is a community that you can just self-select to be in. Whether you play an instrument or sing, or you just attend gigs, you just are immediately part of that community by showing up. And that's so healing. I've seen it like change lives, to just be like, yeah, I really love the Perth music community, and like they feel like a part of it, and you make friends, and it's this like thing that's greater than you. Yeah, I think music has an incredible ability to like bring people together and foster that community that someone might not have in any other aspects of their life. And then also the ability for like musicians to tell their story and articulate, you know, what they're going through, even if they don't know it. The subconscious is so wild. When I write stuff and then I'm like, I'm feeling fine today, and I'll write this thing and it's not very dark, and I'm like, oh, maybe I should like call someone, or, you know. It just taps into something really deep, and I think it's very beautiful. And I've seen it with like, you know, clients or other people I've done music with, that they're not very in touch with their emotions, and then they'll write this insane hip-hop song that is just like their whole life story, and you can just see like a weight is lifted off their shoulders. So those two of an enormous amount of the healing power of music, I think. Songwriting has been an interesting journey for me. As a producer, I never really cared about lyrics, which would be like controversial, oh my God. I would always write like the entire instrumental, like, yeah, the piece, and then I would kind of just like freestyle over it, or just kind of like lyrics would come to me. So I just didn't put a lot of like effort or like meaning into them. I was like, oh, they just rhyme. But then I would look back at the songs that I've written and be like, oh my God, that is so powerful, and like the deepest part of myself. But I was like, nah, it's fine. In recent years, looking back on songs that I wrote when I didn't really care about lyrics, it again just tapped into something really deep that was obviously happening for me at that time. And it's a really beautiful way to kind of track my mental health journey, just through my lyrics. And it also kind of gives you a gentle little barrier between yourself and like the people around you. If you want to express something, but you're not at the place where you can talk about it. You can be like, guys, I wrote this song, do you want to hear it? It's a very beautiful thing to be able to express what is very deep in you, whether you know it or not, but that's what songwriting does for me. Do it. Oh my God, do it. There's this huge aversion, or people get nervous, like, I can't write lyrics. Yes, you can. And one of the biggest things for me, if I am mentoring them with songwriting, it's called stream of consciousness. You've probably heard of it, but it's just write, set a timer for 3 minutes and just write everything. And I'll do it and be like, this is so dumb. Why am I making myself do this? Oh, there's a bird over there. Oh, what's the time? I'm really hungry. And you just keep writing. Some amazing things will come out of that, because again, it's music activates this beautiful deep part in yourself. So if you don't think you can do it, I'm not a songwriter, yes you are. Surround yourself with people who can support you. Other songwriters come to songwriting workshops, and there's a lot of different ways to songwrite, whether you are a lyricist, a producer, a DJ. Creating music doesn't just have to be writing lyrics. There's so many different ways to find your creative profile. But yeah, do it. It is very, very healing.